Hello, and welcome for 8 hours. You gonna say anything, Pixie? Guidance? Okay, so work on some stuff in the saddlebag. Right. Oh, I didn't have that gear. That's cool. This is just so it's out of the way, really. I will come back to this at some point. Yeah, I need some space for this place. Great. Let's go see the mod. Just needed a tiny bit. Also, a little bit early. Apologies for that. Just wanted to jump in. I wanted to jump in. So, a little bit of management. Let's go find the duties. Shut that up, just in case. Hello, Mr. Mender. Do you have anything I need to fix? If not, then I'll not be here. Doing nothing but going to do this. That one day I'll have to show it. Mod suck. Not just full of mod, but dooms and all manner of others too. It's been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood. So the population is nothing if not diverse. Oh, you met a mod before? I look like a shit little blighters, but more welcome. What, you can know them that wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Gengar. I'll go ahead and let him know you've arrived. We've arrived, whatever. I can barely hear the sound because my console screaming at me that you're in Sorry, I need to be mature about this. I'll just turn it up. Still got hear it. That's a kobold. What beady eyes you have! That's a kobold.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Oh, I like him already.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang.
Cool.
You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too. Many of them rare.
Sweet.
As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Mord Souk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Wonderful.
Aye, that they do. For Mord do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value.
Ooh, they're spelunkers.
That is why they come here. Come from far away. Come with much money. And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
Sometimes feel like that's not right.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Maud philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed.
True, true. We need to be more like the kobolds.
Now, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals.
Wonderful.
And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
Woo!
As the good Maud says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Must be the minting process.
Here,
Oh wait, no, the Verbert are
crack your coin purse with me.
Oh god.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer? I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here!
Come and look.
You buy, you buy.
Why did you tell them it was Verbert gold, you prat?
Calm, I say. This one must still journey through the barrels. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots.
Ah, I wanted
Nothing
pots.
better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
Sounds about right in a desert. Eat for 3 before you leave. In extreme heat and extreme cold, always eat more than you need to. Fill your pot, because, oh boy. Fill your belly, because, man, you're gonna need it. Not because they're particularly long journeys, but once you have to deal with, like, tough weather conditions, your body starts to sort of adapt, or try to. Which means that the fat that you actually picked up starts coming into fruition then, for what it's supposed to be used for, which is energy. Welcome to Ronron's Traveller. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Hooray! Take your time, stare and sniff before you choose, but no drooling on the merchandise, yes? Round from Ron says, you may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target food stuff that is suspected. Can I eat the, oh boy. Ooh, a frog! Ooh, you like those chewy skewers? Find small frogs hiding under rocks, spear, stick, then roast over the fire. Cracky on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. Lovely. Meat. Meat. That's my ever-burning bounty. Made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up on chilly desert nights. Bread. How on earth is he making bread? I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus roots, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist. Worms. Everyone's favourite. Plump white worms. Slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed thriller, you'll never want any other treat. I'm wanting to go on a journey, right? So I would think that the best idea would be to fill my belly. They look tasty, yes. Which to choose? I think the ever-burning bounty's probably the best one, to be honest. Meat. Cooked though. Yes. Yes, put some spice in your step. You won't feel the cold this night, and probably not the next one either. Nice. You have the gold? Yes, the velvet gold coin. What's that? Oh, and done. One verbertite honor buys you 10 sides of lizard meat. Ooh, lovely. Only 10 pieces of meat. 10 steaks. Lovely. Oh, okay. I'm gonna eat it all. Okay. Every last mouthful. Hold on. What an appetite! What a belly! A new legend is born in Botsuk. Yay! Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Gengen will be pleased that you honoured ours. Yay! Why don't you just break it? Like, if I gave you... keep the merchandise down, yes? No returns. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's not really good feeling. It's probably as good as it gets. Go back to again. Hooray! There's a free company called Yar. I was watching from here, Peter. You honoured our custom with great relish. You will always be welcome in Modzuk. If you need anything in Amarang, we are here to provide. Hooray! That's it. Very sick. Ooh, gloves. You have courage, my friend. Ronron's wares are more exotic than harmful. More exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Right, now that you've eaten, I expect you're eager to get back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I am left to close before I can conclude my business here in Modzuk. If I get a morning shift that allows me to actually sort of do the same schedule, then I will do. Oh, offering your services, are you? Aye, well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I have a receipt here for some goods that need picking up from the market. All properly paid for. You just need to do the lifting and carrying. You monster. I mean, look at me and look at him. Look at me and look at him. Look at my character, look at Cassett. Look at my character, look at Cassett. He can surely carry more. Go and take care of some last-minute hunger. See you in a bit. You great Lummox. You may view the market receipt at any time during this quest by using the relevant item to be on this menu. Use the market receipt to collect Cassett's purchases. So he hasn't told me what they are. That's dumb. Right, market receipt. What we got? Got table cactus from Thonton, and an iron ore from Tholthol, and an bar pancakes from Milnil to be collected from Mulmul. We'll look at the names, have I? Yeah, would have got the Tonton, haven't I? Mill. I bet it was Mulmul I was supposed to go to. Oh, what? It's Milman's footpath, unless you have coin or barter. Oh, you work for Cassidy? Mulmul and his antiques all boxed up and ready for transport. Okay. Where's Mulmul? Oh, good. He is... Dolthol. You good? No, then. What was I doing again? Leave her. Here's the R. Cassidy sent you to eat, right? Yes. Kind of almost again. Iron ore. Iron ore, of course. That would explain this box I have here. It's all yours. Yay. It's a bloody pen in the pooper. Who goes one over there? Thon, sack of herbal remedies. What's the remedies? Table cactus. Thon. Your legs move, not your back. Came in with acid, yes? Good. I can finally stop thinking about that sack. Please take your pretty purchase. Thank you. Don't have to check that one. And this then is... Ooh, lovely pots. Books of antiquities. There it is. Oh, Navatharang. Right. Navatharang. Hey, no touching. That merchandise is spoken for. You couldn't possibly change my mind to a better offer. I'm here for... It is the receipt. What? Cassidy sent you? Why didn't you say so? I wouldn't dream of selling his goods to a higher bid. No. The Batharang relics, was it? All packed in that box there. Handle with care. What do they make Muggins take it for? I really have to change my YouTube thingy so that it's not for kids. Well, it is for kids, or kids can watch it. Because I mean, I do swear, but I don't swear often enough for it to be polite. And there are people who swear more than me who have still got it on that. So maybe fine. Tell me, you've been round the entire market already. Yes. Here's your merchandise. Aye, that's the lot, alright. Good work. And quick work too. If you've not set foot in the place before, I'd thought you want to sit in the city like the Exarch. But something tells me you're no stranger to visiting strange lands. Nope. Fortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hoped to conclude my business before you return, but it seems there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag my middleman and sort this mess out. Sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs. Cassie? Feels like an age since I last saw you. Hello? Why do you have such a butch voice? Well, if it isn't the lovely Tesleen. It has been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. Family transformation. This gentleman was on his way to meet with Alison. Supposed to be taking him to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commandeered my attention. Hey ho. Wait, I know who you are. They told me so much about you. You're BT, aren't you? Yes, yeah. I knew it! How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. Oh. I'm Tesleen. I work as carer at the inn, and I've gotten to know Alice quite well since she took up guard duties there. I bet she never shuts up. Do you want me to take over as PT's guide, Cassard? My shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it'll be no trouble. Yes, let's meet Tesleen. That would be a great help, thank you. Well, it looks like you'll be able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I'll be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of Amarang, and I'll send back for the Mysterium. Oh boy. I have a hand one now. Yay! Essentially, they give you all this stuff so you're the right item level. Woo! Hold on. Can the chocobo take those as well? Yes. Cool. That one. That one. And that. What? No, hold on. It was that one actually. Don't go back. Alright. Go, go, go. Alistair has been desperate to see you, PT, so let's go see her sooner rather than later. The inn isn't too hard to find really. You can actually see it from the top of the rock spires from here. We just need to swing around the ridge and head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and meet you outside. Yeah, it didn't take you long, did it, love? Well then, I should probably mention the wildlife. Well, most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance. The local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. Ooh. I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Do you think you can handle any beasts that try and make a meal of us? Sure. I thought you might. Alistair was always saying how much... I mean, let's get going, shall we? Oh, I know Alistair well enough to know that she wasn't going to give a shit over it. Oh no! She's already in trouble! One coyote. That all? Yes. Sorry, there wasn't much time to shout a warning. You bitten? Those things can be nasty. And you're hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Alistair was strong, but never mind, she was never... Now it makes sense. Well, we should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead. I never get distracted, do I? Yes, quite often, actually. Burger. Kick their butts and that'll be enough. Oh, I should have Chocobo out. Oh wow, okay. That's... Ha. Neat. You're a rat, Tess, I've dealt with it. Twitch. I'm on Twitch. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I could hear the howling and the snapping from here. Frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork and know how to avoid us now. Get these supplies back for the inn. Yes, get all those fruit stuff. There we go. Right, Steam Library or Mount Station? This is it. Thank you. I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I thought I'd make the trip alone. It seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favour somehow, but first let's head inside, shall we? I guess. Taking me shoes off. Journey's end. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the inn. Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from Crystarium since Alice arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. What? The afflicted? Don't know? I don't think I've ever met anyone besides Alice who's so familiar with our situation. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. Well, that's what 100 years does to you. I might leave out something obvious, so it may be best to have Alice give you the full explanation. Where is she? Yeah, that's probably a quick one as well. Alright, Tess, hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I'd actually drop. Oh shit. I suppose it'd be Troubadour, because I don't think I'll ever need that really. I think she might be out on patrol. You can wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head up to the south side and you'll soon see us. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. I think someone's talking to him anyway, so it should be fine. But yeah, the level cap is based on the expansion you have. So you've got a Realm Reborn 50, Heaven's Ward 60. The sort of cheapo stuff, I guess. Then you have Stormblood 70. Shadowbringers 80. Endwalker 90. Now there is on the PlayStation Network or PlayStation 4, maybe 5 as well, a deal that gives you a pack which gives you up to Shadowbringers. I don't know if that's gone beyond that yet, but I know when I got it, it was that. It was on sale as well, so I spent like 25 quid on 4 expansions. Lucky me. Those days nowhere to be seen. We spot fresh footprints on the ground. They look to be about the right size. How do you know her shoe size, you weirdo? I sniff feet. So footprints lead off to the northwest. It's so nice when they're not that far off, because, you know, there's almost times when you're like charging about for ages. Where is it? Where is it? Footprints to the northwest. Yilman. There it does. Around to the west. Look at all these ugly buggers. Oh look, Reginald Turkey Button. Teenager. Oh, more tracks. We're in a mess of disturbed sand. Huh? Must be basing something. Shows you how you work as a hunter. So that's, wow, that's what happened with the flood. It's just crystallized now. That blinding light. Oh.
Get back here!
I didn't know she had a pet. Hi.
Is that... It can't be.
Please focus. Neat. Impressive.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about.
I haven't killed any yet.
I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner.
Well, I mean, that's not my fault. I didn't even know what was calling me. Are you gonna shout at your new friend again? I'm annoyed at seeing a bloody miniskirt to start with when I'm trying to talk to someone. It is not how you communicate. Well, apparently men do look at crotches, but I don't know why either. Yeah, you don't, like, go up to someone and hang them there, do you,
We fought
first?
them to a standstill then.
Yeah, for now, apparently. They, ran away.
The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then.
They, pulled back because of the information from Doma. Cool. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go away. Yeah.
I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least.
Perhaps.
When I think of how
Yeah,
frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them.
Tataru's probably the most level-headed of everyone, even though she's so upset at it being gone. You know, she just sort of wished us well.
But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision.
You could do. Just leave me here and I'll fix it.
He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal.
Exactly.
But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims.
Oh.
Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them.
What?
The Eighth Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation.
Also, the Eighth Umbral Calamity seems to be specific to my death, which is terrifying.
As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters.
Okay. Do something.
That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood.
Ooh.
100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam.
Huh.
A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Northwood was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations.
Waiting to collect more. Whatever the hell that was.
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood.
So they're made similar to the way that new dragons are made, then?
Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether, and triggering the birth of new monstrosities.
Huh, kind of like a prime, but rather than a burst, it's like a scalpel rather than a sledgehammer.
They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason, which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Okay, Alice, say... What's that? Oh, it's just a word. Managed to add to injury the afflicted after the hit. Shunned, cast out society, and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it served me well as a training ground. Tesla and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge with the Sin Eaters, which is knowledge I can now share with you. While you help me finish my drawing class. Right, ooh, I get a hat! At least that is an actual hat, not... Shut up, sucker. Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn and you two clear the west. That way you can have undiluted experience of the resident terrors. These marks on your map are where the usual trouble spots are. You can assume that any brief white-eyed carapace is a Sin Eater. Oh man, he has a guardian fast. But you'll know for sure enough when they come slavering at your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. And once you've slain whatever's prowling around here, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Here's one. Here is the first one. Ready? Ready? Look. Hi. Cowardice. There don't seem to be anything here. There don't seem to be anything here. There don't seem to be anything here. There don't seem to be anything. No, no. Hopefully this won't take 2 hours like the last one, but we'll see. We'll see, won't we? Alright, that looks weird. How did you fare? I killed 2. Ha! I killed 27 over the past months. Look, there might be 1 or 2 lurking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expect you noticed it yourself, but individually these lesser stages are not more deadly than a natural predator you might any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the void set, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful synergy goes out on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. That's the basic idea behind my patrols. Call their ranks often enough, their number won't be overwhelmed when the big ones come into play. And you certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to Tesleen, shall we? Why does Tesleen have all this equipment? Seriously, Tesleen, why do you have so much equipment? Alizé tells me you've helped on her patrol. You are, thanks. And my apologies for leading you from one battle to another. You have no idea how badly Alizé has missed your company. Everything's always... If PT were here, he would... sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect PT's methods. Honestly, after seeing him in action, I can understand why. I need an adult. I mean, clearly these two aren't. The way he leaps into the fray without hesitation really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. I'm only teasing, though I've no doubt he deserves all the admiration he gets just as you do. Yes.
Ah, run away!
Take me back, Exarch! Take me back! No, I'm scared of Alizé too. I know. I'd love to lay out a welcome meal, but the duties I put off when I went to the market are still waiting for me. There are 101 things I need to be doing. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting here with Alizé? No. What, to twiddle our thumbs while you work yourself to death? Surely there's something we can help you with. Well, I could do with a hand, it's true. Thank you. You can start by helping me sort out the ladder, Alizé. While we do that, could you tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular I mean to visit. It's just a matter of saying a few words to them, and seeing that their skin isn't caked in sand. What? Their names are Parnell, Todden, and Halric. They may not give much in the way of response, but I promise they'll be pleased to meet someone new. Alright, they're all on the drugs, got it. What you don't know up for? 10. Alright. Thank you. Todd glances up at you blankly, but you notice the tension in his face. He's silent. Alric. There you go. No more crap on your face. Alric remains utterly still as he wipes the sand from his cheek. The texture of his skin has hardened into something akin to plaster. Tess. What's up with that lad? He's like got plasterboard on his face or something. You've seen the patients. How are they? One of them kind of smiled, one of them said thanks, and the other one was like, he's got plaster on his face. Good. That's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. What? I am concerned about Halric though. I'll have to speak with the other carers, but I think his time may be near. We shall leave you to have the discussion then. I was going to take PT to Modsuk if you have any errands that need doing. Well, I suppose there is one thing. Would you pick up nectarine on the market, please? Cassid's caravans just passed through, so Ron should have some fresh fruit. Ron! Come then, PT. There's something I want you to see. Right after we stop at Ronron's stall, of course. Okay. She got a pretty dress, has she? Always scared when girls have pretty dresses. I'm joking. Look at the just outfit, to be honest, whenever anyone dresses up nice, it's not always to show off the specific people just because they want to look nice. Just still. Good luck. Oh, he did. Yeah, that's right. You. I could have teleported there. Why did I teleport there? Which? The Fields of Amber. Wouldn't buried treasure. Great, thank you. Run. Oh, back again, are you? You didn't have a taste of Run-Run's wares? Yes. Actually, well, I'm looking to buy a nectarine. Do you have any in stock? Oh, yes, nectarines, breeches, grapes, fresh and juicy. Given how richly you cracked your kind purse with me, I might slow you your food. Here, take this one, free of charge. Yay! Should have given me 11 steaks instead of 10. Gods, I've never seen a modern merchant give away something for nothing before. How much coin did you spend here? A verbate gold? Oh, yes. I'll take a jar of honeyed worms as well. What? Oh, no, they're not for me. It's an offering of sorts. Sure, whatever. The worms, if you please. Only the best breakfast for you. Come again, my friends. Right, that's our shopping jaws taken care of. Let's head up past the Eve around to the main tower. That view I want to show you can only be seen from its very top. Oh dear. Look, Alice, I'm in my 30s. Calm down. See you more as a young niece than, you know. I don't think she thinks like that anyway, so yeah. Actually, with her pragmatism, she probably doesn't feel like she ever has the time to think like that. Here are your precious worms. That buys us a trip to the top of the tower, does it not? Grace with that. I shouldn't let you just... This one side. Unreal. Never fails. Shall we? I don't know what that means. Sorry. And it's a bar.
Look, over there, where the wall is broken.
Yes. What?
Do you see what lies beyond?
The burn?
That's what the land became after the light flooded in.
Oh.
An empty white nothingness.
So, the burn.
Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance.
Yeesh.
That nectarine you bought, it's Halric's favorite fruit.
Nice. The bloody cold is 4 degrees.
Most of the patients, Halric included,
That's not a
survived the
nectarine, that's an
attacks of
apple.
powerful eaters. But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light. The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true. Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn. Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals.
Anyone else not the crack in her voice when she said food?
I feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough.
Always feels like that. Always feels like that. Even when you're moments
But it's a
away
war
from...
I mean to wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed?
Yeah, you cheeky bugger.
Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons.
Yeah, as he said. His tail was wagging as well for some reason.
But even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield. So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here.
Well, tail? There was something that seemed to be wriggling with the back of his cloak.
And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless.
Can I, like, put this away now?
On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
Okay. Should we, like, hop off the side of the tower then? Back in me pocket. Ugh. Put a bag or something. A knapsack or something. Not in your pocket, not enough space. I'm glad I was able to show you that. When it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the first, one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the wall is worth more than an hour of Oriange's lectures. And I needed. It isn't just a threat posed to others. When a person becomes an eater, the pain appears to be excruciating. The carers are truly fond of their wards and would spare them that suffering. It is their way of fighting back against the fate worse than death. Well, yeah, basically your body rejecting such an intense amount of energy going into you and it losing. Kind of like when someone does pick up a terminal illness from that cancer, you know, you're always in pain because your body is still trying to fight it even though it can't. You know, you know that you can't win, but your body will keep trying it, and it's gonna flipping wreck. Like, you know, when you cut your hand or something, it stings like mad, you know, because your body's trying to recover what's been lost. You know, it's why paper cuts are so painful, because you nick your finger, and immediately the nick. You know, there's never much bleeding when you put your finger, you know, on a paper cut or whatever, because it seals instantly. But that pain, you know, it's like Wolverine's healing ability. It must wreck. It must absolutely wreck. Horrible pain. Because to heal that quickly, oh, bloody hell. Why, when you have like clean, you know, antiseptic on a wound or something, and you scream out in pain, because what it's doing is it's taking sort of the muck off of your skin, and then your body starts like trying to knit it back again, and it's, oh, bloody heck. Same as like when you know, when people have said like when someone's lost a limb, they feel like someone's just constantly hacking away or, you know, damaging that. I was told like someone had lost their foot, and they said it always feels like someone's setting fire to my foot. But I know it's not there. Because your body's still sort of going, come on, come on, come on, we can do this, we can do this. It's like, there's nothing there. So it's like... fun. A free hard or a free extreme? A free hard, isn't that? Well, I suppose it is still a challenge. You're back. I hope you'd had a nice time. Did you manage to find a necklace? Look at the ass on this thing. The butt crank. Thank you. Alice's explained why I wanted this, has she? I can see it in your eyes. But we may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others and we decided to keep an eye on it for now. Why? I mean, I know you care for them, but surely you cater to them so that you learn enough about them and then sit with them as you know, inject the needle. Thanks to you, though, if his time does come suddenly, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier times. Well, nothing is going to happen for a little while yet, so let's see if we can lighten the mood. Don't want our gloomy faces to be worrying the patients. I think it's time for that welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat, I'll make us a nice stew. Ooh. Oh my god, the grammar on that bloody thing is awful. Full stop's in the wrong spot, and there's no space between the full stop and the bracket. But it should be after the bracket. Yeah. Just gonna bug me the whole time it's there.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
Ooh, lovely.
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs.
No need to tremble, I'm not that much of a monster. I'm not much of a mole man.
That's what I like to hear. Give me a moment to warm up the pot.
Alright.
In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get.
Aye. Another feeling.
I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs.
Oh. Sorry.
I knew there was no way to save her, but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here. Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable, to receive the mercy of a painless death. When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief, but also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one.
That's why she was trembling and speaking to us. No. That's the button X-ray. Take it. Take it.
It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for, even when you believe they go on to a better place. I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The what?
The Warrior of Darkness?
Wait a minute.
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrent could tell you a version of it. Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
If you play a female character, they satiate.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
When you live in a world engulfed by light, slowly killing you. A little darkness is a nice thing.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the Sin Eaters.
When you're in the sun all day, the shade's nice. Uh-oh. Reunion! Reunion! Uh-oh.
Jessie!
Reunion! What?
Have you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
Oh no! I'll have a look for him. Just knock one of my arrows. Oh man. Final steps of fate. Oh, that's a fun one. PC Alistair, we have to look for Halric. I don't know what's gotten into him, but he's wandering out there alone. We'll assign each we'll assign search areas. Split up. Any idea where he might be headed? No, he's not done anything like this before. It can't be a coincidence that the other patients are suddenly so agitated. They can sense something. In any case, let's keep the search close to the end. Harry isn't very sure on his feet, so I want to go far. I'll search the east side. Please, Albrecht, be alright. I'll cover the north and west. Then you take everything here up to the south. There. Oh. Fine. Not that you can call out to him either. Ulrich! Ulrich! Scream! 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 Ulrich! 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 Is that Ulrich movies over west? Ulrich! Ulrich! Where is thee? Where is thee? This is way quicker. You see on your horizon, search of Ulrich and suddenly find yourself under attack. Bad! Much safer. So Sander. I think it's gonna have to be the boost damage that I can do.
Any sign of him?
Not that I can see.
No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far.
No, probably not.
We should keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will.
Lovely. Right.
Did you see the size of that thing? It must be one of the nasty ones. Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it!
Okay. You first.
There it is! Is that...
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh wow, that looks fancy as hell.
I am here, ready to be part of the master. Ow! My wing!
We have to run! Tessling! No!
Oh no, this woman we've only known for an hour. Well, half an hour. I mean, I know that Alizé's known her for months now.
We all deserve happiness, wherever we can find it.
Aww. I was looking after these children.
The time left to you is precious. No one should die in pain.
And yet...
Mother, I...
Alright, I've been a dick today. I'm out. Yeah, it's a body rejecting all that light, but it can't. When it can't, it hurts even more. Yeah, that's just so get rid of it, essentially. Do you feel my pain? Do you feel my pain? Yes, clearly. Oh my god. Now she turns on. Still trying to fight it, but it's not working. Come with me, my child, so that we may bring the light to the rest of the world.
No, 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 no!
I thought we were closer. Sorry, I was looking at Twitter, so I didn't notice getting attacked. Oh, she's still fighting. Bless. Come on, drop the knees. Down on the shoulder or something. So her defense was just a sword. But okay. Huh. Alright, just bought stuff and then left. That's nice of him. Okay. You need a hug. Now close up. There we go. I'm sorry, PC. I tried to tell the carers what happened. Can't believe the shoulder vaguely not like this. Kasana, I'm sorry. Teslene's lost to us. It's just so unfair. Tesslene was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared. There won't be any pain. All the people in the world to suffer such a fate. Oh. I feel like a monster doing this. Well thought. Tesslene trying to protect one of the children and got caught by a sin eater. A powerful one at that. I'm sorry. I imagine you're just about as shocked as the rest of us. So I appreciate what you're doing here. For me, I can barely... don't have the words. But body, we can't even give her a proper burial. She cared about that sort of thing. Giving people a chance to say their goodbyes. Alaric is as unresponsive as ever. He stands motionless, staring up into the sky where the Sin Eaters made their escape. That's bloody terrifying. I can imagine. Come on, let's go. Hey. I don't... That'd probably snap her out of it, but that's what she would rather hear. Yeah. I've spoken with the carers. Thank you. What you're doing means a lot to me. Yep, there you go. Sorry to interrupt. We realised we haven't thanked you for rescuing Alaric. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Hurt? There wasn't even a fight. I was too late. Slow. I thought I could protect you. You can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. You brought Alaric back safe and sound. No one could have done any more. I'm sorry. I've come to a decision. I won't be continuing my role here. I hope you will forgive me for leaving you, and that you delay Alric's last meal for as long as you possibly can. Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. We always do. Of course, she would have done the same. Very well, Alaric. Keep Teslene's words close to your heart. Wait, you're living this very moment? I understand how you must feel. Surely, this is a bit hasty. Do you have anywhere to go? Yeah. I have a destination in mind, yes, and a purpose. Damn the light, building without cease. It's the reason we can't save those corrupted by the Eaters. What if we corrected the balance? Even if we're only little by little, even if it took years, we'd surely make things better. No, hold on there. Everyone knows there's too much light. How could you ever hope to get rid of it? You'd have to change the whole world. That's right. We should return to the Stari. I may not be able to repel the Eaters on my own, but I can still use the skills I've gained here to hurt them. Mad! Damn mad! Well, they might be. I mean, we might be. To the Crystarium! Again. Ah, bloody hell. Hold up. Look, I've got a void sense. This is darkness personified. Oh, God. Sorry. I'll be more attentive or interested. Bitch! What's your bitch? Well, my idea is... Wait, what? Oh, can I just jump over? Okay. You're all buggers! Yeah. Silly controller. I mean, silly controller. By a whack. Oh look, there's another leaf in there. The milk tender. No, malice tender. Milk tender's probably the best name for it. These silly names. The desert armadillo. Smash on me again. I'm slipping. Now it speeds up a bit. Takes a while, but then it starts to like rapid fire out. Like, here's all the discovery stuff. Forgive me, PT. I can stay there a moment longer. I was serious about what I said. While the men and women at the inn battle against this blight with kindness, I must fight it in my own way. Steel. Miss Alizé, anything I can get you? Your swiftest armourer. I need to return to the Crystarium immediately. As you wish. White goggles if I fly over a meringue again. Barely can't stand over my eyes. When did help clear my head of this? I think I'm ready to meet with the exile. We need to talk about how we're going to wipe the city down, shall we? I guess. The docile Docile Gate. Wait a second, that gets everything. 385, 385, 385. Crystal Exarch, just say the word, and I would be happy to escort you to the yacht. Okay. Thank you for seeking me out, PC. It means a lot to have you here at my side. And looking at Alpha now, I'd say he's as eager to begin this discussion as I am. I say we lay our experiences before the Exarch and step back and see what kind of picture they make. We can decide where to go from there. Alright, crystals. You can't hide anything from me. Actually, you can. Lots. Yes.
Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Yep. It's silly as hell.
Better is not the word I would use.
Well,
some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist.
Right.
Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
I have a feeling Yulmore might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
You don't have to make it too dramatic. Are you sure eliminating the Wardens will be enough?
Your uncertainty is understandable, given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning.
Very well. Did they know he could do that? Did he know he could do that?
In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds.
Okay.
This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source.
Huh.
And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities.
Right.
7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed.
Huh? Wow.
At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the Light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Norvrand, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky.
Oh, so that's why. Okay.
Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
Well, the bow. I mean, the arrow.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Right.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Wonderful. Of course.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Uh-oh. Let's go. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh yeah.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
My lord.
Pray,
many things
lend
to
us
be
your
done.
strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Okay. Now we're getting into the big things. Hallminster Switch is not blatant, so we'd best make haste with our preparations. In fact, meet me outside the Crystarium at the crossroads, northwest of the Ascension Gate. I shall lead you there myself. The hell was that? Look at the flash of light inside of me. Is that right? Yeah. Desolation. Right, that's the entrance. It's usually how you get to the Justarian. Uh-oh, 71. 71, 72. Oh no, 71. Yeah. You know what? What the? Just get off the friggin' map already. Oh, damn. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't see me. Fine. If you're just 10 levels above them straight, then they will attack you. But just over 10, like, nah, I'm not doing that. Weird, but... Private strike cycles with Ood. All set? Follow this route north and arrive at the northern station point. The village itself lies not far beyond. Quickly now. I thought we were in a hurry. Why are you walking? Follow the road, it's safer. Bullshit! It's safer! No, it's not! I'm telling you, it's safer! Don't ye dare! He dare. Oh, he dare. So perhaps. Ugh. Yard heaven. Oh. Ah, missed. Dun 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 dun. There's another evil character. So we eat it. I've got super on that. Further up. Careful of the dragon. Really frisky when they're flying. I don't like this gun pretty. Hopefully my brain juices will be fine for me doing this. Go away, gremlins. Gremlins. I'm going to be exit. Ah, right. Got a Higlina with me, but I don't want to. Oh, no, we're ranged. DPS. The magic DPS might be more useful because you can at least get it to poke them. Almost the switches past these gates through the woods. It's not exactly a near neighbour. Near to the Crestaria, but as we occupy the same region, we have built up something of a corporate relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? The town is beset by a swarm unlike any we have seen in recent years. Judging by the number of eaters present, we have good reason to believe that a late warden leads the attack. Now, convenience. It seems we have our chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. What does that simply slay a warden? Has no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold lights inside. They hold more light inside them than all their underlings put together. To be struck down, aye, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. Fire from the wildwoods and envelop the nearest living being, a reckless young swordsman, perhaps. Turn her into brand new water. Well, this is going to be fun. Well, you can leave that particular quandary to us. I must ask the guard to stand down and allow us to engage the leader of Eaters alone. Concentrate on the survivors. We must save every life we can. What if... Understood, my lord. As captain of the guard, however, I would not watch you brave such dangers without an escort from our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well, then our warden slaying party shall include myself, Leveliers, Captain, and last but not least. Go! Leave it to me, unveteran. A formidable group indeed. Into Holmeister we go. Once we reach the light warden, do not hold back. We strive to kill him. Get him. Oh, get him. The switch. And now we get... Let's look like duty support. Cool. Because they use all these trusts to, you know what else are? It's form a party. It's a very good party. Member selection available. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's go! Oh man, we might have time to do this one. And I'll forget it all. Just make it easier to level up the your other characters. That you've got like 15 to 60. And then of course you can just do level 60 forever. Level up, do stuff. Well, you don't have funny about side quests. But I do! I like playing side quests, they're fun. They teach you about the world. Why would you want to learn about the world? I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. Been stabbing fangs. Going, sir. wow, that's fast. Yeah, that's all of that.
You underestimate me.
No, I underestimate myself. Oh. Kids. That do your thing. That's away. Why's the energy come down so low now? Oh, someone's boosting me damage. Cool. Thank you, whoever that is. Where? Ah, there we go. That's fine. Oh god. So they just oh fuck. Stop. Sweet. Sorry that I'm quiet. Oh, casting. Casting fuck's ridiculous. Uh-oh. Go! What the hell is it then? Oh. That makes no sense. That's naturally. Oh. It's better though, isn't it? Yep. I do apologise that I'm quiet while I'm actually doing stuff. It's just how I play. I'm not very good at chatting while I'm doing it. I should be better at this. I really should be. It's not like second playthrough, but the other thing is obviously while streaming I have a smaller screen, which isn't a great excuse. But there is a lot of this, like, when you're going through the main story, there's stuff that you think to yourself sometimes, oh, I'm going to do this bit. Not massively often, but there are, like, some challenges that you probably wouldn't prefer to do. That's the same with any game. There isn't, I don't think there's many games out there where you enjoy every single moment. There is, but even with Final Fantasy VII, the original one, like loads of tedious in that. What about this one? Necklace. Yay. Getting stronger and stronger. Ooh. Oh. Alice, look away! Ready? I said look away, Alice! Like, at least enjoying the music if you're not enjoying the gameplay. Combat. gives you that feeling of intensity about like pushing it up in the air.
Oh God!
Yay, we beat it. Whew! At least I've got more health than the white mage. Red mage. Stay there. Bring him in. No, technically it's a main now.
Release!
Deep concentration whenever I'm in dungeons. Once I get used to it, I might start chatting. Until then, that's just going to be staring intently into the screen. Oh, for God's sake. I want to wring your dick! Never use that in! I knew that's great.
So be it.
Oh, listen, you're okay. Let me know. That can't help then. He ain't giving up. He ain't giving up on it. I'm just gone for the back. I'm sure there is. Oh yeah, it's just that. What is this happening? God hates you. I'm joking. The really God that hates them. Not this guy. Not this guy. Right, shall I do the fancy cutscene since I'm not having to rush? Yeah. Blah. 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 I think you are sight to behold. No thanks, please. Stop sucking things, Sam. I got too much experience. Yay, and a great sword. Yay. And now...
It's releasing its ether! Fall back! We cannot let it touch us! Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw!
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption.
Alright, time to eat it.
The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you.
What this tastes like.
Behold, the monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
Yeah. Does anyone else hear that ringing in their ears? Just me? Ooh, nice. Lovely dark sky. That's what it's supposed to look like, right?
sky. It can't be.
What's happening?
Should speed up from here because I'm not tapping about on top of you, I'm not just staring at you going constantly.
The sunless sea.
It's back.
The warrior of darkness has come.
I guess.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true.
I feel all tingly now.
My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you.
I feel tingly. It's weird.
You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of light. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat.
How do you feel like now getting them in church?
Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion.
Good for you.
Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other.
Cool.
But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will.
Sorry.
I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed. But for the present, I beg you, stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the...
I will become the warrior you need.
On behalf of the First, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exile, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
one which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Woo! Yeah!
Come then,
more sunlight,
my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crysteri.
Well, let's see what the status of the Crystarium. How quickly you have justified my faith. So many lives saved. The sky itself heralds your success. A single victory in a larger struggle, perhaps. A momentous one nonetheless. Damn it, I leveled up. I mean, hooray, I leveled up. I mean, what? I'm not even going to be able to pick up any of these goddamn things. Ooh, that's what it is. Live in a type of 31/3 as well, enemies and killing the warrior. 35% chance of becoming Shadow Knight. What's this one though? Oh. Wow! Not run by much, has it? How much is heavy shotgun? 220. From 1 step. Wow, okay, that's gone up by a bit. That hasn't. But 220 to 130, you'd still say that 2 130s is more than 1 220. So yeah. Radiant finally. The blast arrow. Nice. The blast. Can't use any of these in the bounce. Just started using shadow bounce and then I got burst shot next. I'll see if I can stretch it to 72. Now, as for how we proceed from here. Pardon. The villagers we evacuated earlier have arrived safely in the Crystarium. They seem to be accepting their situation for the moment. Most folks are too distracted by the sight to worry about wounds or lost moms. They whisper and wonder if the one barrier of darkness has come. Which is to be expected. PG, I must ask a favour. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavour for the time being? Absolutely. Seeing the light received from Lakeland is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. If you come forth as the legend of Warrior of Darkness, I fear that no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. I find myself in agreement with the exile, although my concerns are more focused on Yulmar. It may be best if you maintain a low profile until we see how Volker responds to all of this. My thanks. Oh, we cannot freely celebrate your success. Pray allow your heart to be buoyed in the joy of our citizens. A joy you surely brought into being. I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. It is my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden and has since departed for parts unknown. Yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage folk not to question it either. Although, I expect to be told the whole truth one day about all of you. That'll be confusing. That settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits. And to think, you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy the dark and peaceful night's sleep. Yeah, I still will though. I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. And I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today. But could I ask you to pass on a message to the on your way to the pendants? Please let Bradley know that we're bringing in a number of injured, and that any restoratives in the market need to be reserved for the infirmary. Leave it to me. We should start making our own way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. Don't feel wrapped too soon after the exile. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in Holminster. We already went through the village top to bottom, so we'll take the chance to rest, you included. I knew one of those eaters, and I can't rest, not now. Okay, I understand. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while. And that means you as well, PT. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. I promise to find you later when I feel myself again. Okay. Just you and me then, shall we? To date. Oh, that's quick. Starting lag against next mission. We're not actually surprised we get nearly 3 hours out of this. On the contrary, there is something human. And the feeling this night won't be as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think we shall take a break, brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you discharge your duty to go, I suggest we do the same. Sleep well, please. I hope I'm troubled to find you and Alice at work. Oh, okay. To the warrior of darkness, those who believe in such men, the frustrating waste. What can I do for you? I'm gonna buy a lantern, like a woman stumbling sword and says I'm gonna merge with that. First time I've seen characters in a while, so they're just like it's like if you just sort of come out the first time in a while when it's really stunning. So it's like, I can't say. Okay. Now, we'll be getting some refugees coming. See. Well, Captain Lytton, rest assured that any potions I spot coming in will set aside with the wounded. Hang on a moment. You carrying messages for the guard? Does that mean you were there? Battle Holminster? Still a lot like you might want to pay a visit to the wandering stairs. Stop down. I'm sure Glenard can introduce you to some interesting opportunities. I am sure as well. Speak with Glenard. But then I got to sell stuff. What was that? Oh yeah, that's awful noise. Alright. Arms. Yep, Donny. Look how many prisms and no play time. Oh, I need to chuck that then. I can sell it. Cool. I may not think we're wise doing this. But I'm not going for sentimentality at all. Oh, okay. Oh, it's slaying, that's one. I didn't even put that thing on, did I? Okay. There's more. Yet. Well, that's very disturbing. Yeah, some. Not massively different, but it's enough. Right, let's get this sorted. Talk to this dude over here. And get the next bit sorted. We've got a talkie here somewhere as well. Glenard. Because we need to do the rolls. Not me doing that, I swear. Not this. But now we get into the nitty and the gritty. And the gritty and the nitty. Nice way of explaining it, actually. Julia, might be for table 2 and a couple of pints of meat for table 3 while you're at it. Coming right up. Sorry, we're rushed off our feet this evening, sir. Can I get you anything? Drinks around the house. Shall see you after fighting? Oh, that brag, he has a twisted sense of humour. Oh, man. I think it's sent you to me at a time like this. Those real knights in near 100 years has spoke all riled up and then some. What's more, there was that eater business at Ulminster Switch. Say a Light Warden was destroyed who had a damn trace. It was the Warrior of Darkness who did the deed. I really must apologise for Glenard. He's been almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters, and the rumour of the warrior's appearance was a spark to their kindling. You know the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Aye. Aye. Swung like angry bees around a queen. You need look no further than Ulminster for proof of that. But attacks on that scale don't happen every day. Praise the blessed shadow. No, more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and again, an eater will leave a pack to prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into on the road if you look foul. They're a danger to everyone, so the settlement councils put bounties on their heads. Our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems a few of them were inspired by the Warden's slaying even more than most. These are the types with their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays, a class of eaters that have been dubbed the Cardinal Virtues. The virtues showed up out of nowhere. About 3 summers ago, when historians heard the descriptions given by his survivors, well, apparently they share an appearance with the villains who caused the flood. But if that doesn't send a chill down your spine, they're also reported to be as tough as the Light Wardens. Not the kind of brain you can take down single-handed. Our virtue hunters had all but given up, but knowing the Warrior of Darkness is out there, there's little fire in their bellies. Just look at them. That whom over there, with the oversized sword, is Ransom. He's in it for revenge, once he recruited a comrade in arms as tenacious as his steers. Mr. Lad over there is the weak. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He just had a hunter as they come. He's just lost a partner and he's on the lookout for a new one. That's Seri. Good is he seeking an expert in magecraft to help him find the virtue he's after. And last we have Joe. Dwarf and drunkard both. What if the joint forces were a healer, and only a healer? Think about needing a vendor's wisdom. I've seen my share of competent veterans, and you have look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters. Who knows, together we might even collect the bounty on a Cardinal Virtue. I shall consider that. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of successful virtue hunter. You have gained access to brawl quests. A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, physical DPS, magical range DPS, and healer roles. In order to reach the final stages of Shadowbringers, main scenario, you must complete at least one role quest line. Speak with a virtue hunter and one upstairs to accept a quest offer. So shall I consider that the thing to do? And it's this gentleman here, no greater sport. Lurik will be the one that I will commune with, however. But you must needs rest. Need is a particular verse of which is incorrect, but pretty much so, and then we shall jump into the next. Welcome back, sir. I wonder when you are going to sleep in the city in such an uproar. When you return to your quarters? I shall, yes. Very good. In light of the present situation, I have had illumination prepared for all our rooms. No need to rush to the markets for lanterns or candles. Have a pleasant rest, sir. Time for a chin wag with an old friend. Well, old rival, I suppose? Huh.
So it's your lot's turn to be the Warriors of Darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out.
True. These are my private quarters. Been watching, have you?
Well, I did warn you. I followed you to Yulmore and then on to Armareng. And I was there when you slew the Light Warden.
Sensitive.
Those white-haired twins who were with you. I remember them from our battle in the Source.
Yeah, one of them did a nice job, didn't she?
They're your friends then? Through thick and thin?
So it seems.
Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time? I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
So this is what the light was hiding. He's here. I must go to him.
Meanwhile, inside an Imperial Magitech facility, in the Source. Oh, yeah.
Intruders! Fan out and fight them!
Whoops.
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy. When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the Warrior of Light from the jaws of death. Your armor is most distinct.
been clean since last I saw it, though.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places. Van Baelsar, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadow Hunter.
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
Through no choice of my own. They tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause. I swear that receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldessian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Away on other business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated.
Even then, they wouldn't be able to make a profit, though, would they?
There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure.
Search every corner! Roll the barracks if you have to! I want this vicinity secured!
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Sir Estinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once. Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
From what I hear, you need all the help you can get.
Cheeky bugger.
In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radiance said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
Yay. Damn it. In order for me to rest now, I have to take magic sweets. Welcome guests, no results around your discretion. Begging your pardon, sir, but do you chance intend to head outside? If so, I would strongly advise you not to stray too far from this area. Word has it Ilmar has dispatched his military to replace me. Given the timing, one can only assume they do not welcome the return of night. Now the Exarch is in the Ocular deliberating on response. Current time. And this will be where we take a break. Till tomorrow. Roughly the same time. From about 8 PM until I start feeling tired. And, yeah. Yes, I should say the usual diatribe. Like to catch up on anything that I've actually streamed. It will be on YouTube at Part-Time Gaming. If you like to watch live, it's PTRPG on Twitch. And if you want to know when I'm streaming, I have a schedule on Twitch, but I also tweet on the day that I am streaming, or at the time, and I give a half an hour warning beforehand as well. So, as that is the end of my time here for today, I shall tell you as follows. All time is precious and appreciated. Take care. See ya.